Hello all, I'm in conversation with Steve O'Callaghan, the CEO and founder of Protegimus Protection. And who is he and what drew him to the autonomous drone world? Let's hear from him directly. So over to you, Steve. What led you to start up Protegimus Protection, and tell us a little about your background.
Yeah, so myself, my background is from the British military. I served for 17 years in the British Army before leaving, and then heading on the private sector for 4 years, working overseas in Iraq, protecting ambassadors and dignitaries through close protection for the British Embassy. From there, I then moved back to UK, where then I set up Protegimus Protection, which is a high-level security consultancy firm. We specialise in high-level protection, both close protection. We have also other security specialist services from security site assessments, international protection, asset protection, residential security. And then also now we've now turned our direction towards UAV security.
So I was about to ask this question. So with the range of security options that you provide, what specifically brought you to the drone industry? Were there some customers looking for the solution, or how did you end up in the drone industry?
Yeah, so I think it was much about 18 months ago now where we seen a gap in the market for the use of drones for both the public safety and security sector. We've seen that it wasn't being utilised to its more best advantage. So after a discussion with the team, we decided to bring on board a UAV specialist, which is our UAV director, and then set up our now UAV business model, how to best implement and integrate the use of drones and UAVs into our business model and utilise it for the safety and security purposes.
Yes. So based on my conversations with you, I've heard you setting up a command centre to operate the complete operations. So what are the gaps do you think in the current security industry with the help of a command centre and autonomous drone-in-a-box solution can fill?
I think the main issue there really that we're looking to solve, the main problem we're looking to solve there is situational awareness. By utilising UAVs and drones in the security industry, it gives the teams on the ground that greater level of situational awareness of what's going on around them. Whereas at the moment they just have the ground level field of view. You're not only providing that aerial awareness, but you're providing with more of protection for the team and whatever the team is looking after. Now, whether that be a site asset, a person, a vehicle, whatever it may be, infrastructure, you've got that overall awareness completely 360, 24/7 if needed. And again, you're not only looking out for the protection of the item or infrastructure you're looking after, but also your team as well.
Yes, definitely that makes a lot of sense. And there's so many autonomous solutions available in the market, right? So what brought you to IDIPLOYER solution, and since when are you using it, or how are you trying to deploy them?
Yeah, so I think we target a number of sectors that's ranging from aviation to transport and logistics. How we look to then best implement automated solutions into our model. So what we see at the moment is there's a lot of issues around surrounding theft, intrusion, criminal damage, whereas personnel can't be all the time. Now, by implementing the automated systems, the drone-in-a-box system onto, let's say, for instance, a construction site, you've got that greater awareness of what's going on that construction site in order to monitor and better protect the site, but also protect the actual personnel working on the site, not only your staff, but also the construction workers and the development itself. Now, what this does give and what this does help and aid your people on the ground is by having a central command centre. You're not only giving that information to the team on the ground, but you can also provide that information to the clients as and when they need it. So with the automated systems that we set up and flights we set up, if for instance we need to change course of action or we need to do an ad hoc task, again that's something that we can put into place immediately and straight away without having to reschedule the mission. So I think the flexibility, the capability, and the fact that it's completely customisable in regards to the automation side is really key.
Definitely. How has your experience been working with the IDIPLOYER and the FlytNow team so far?
Yeah, so it's been a very enjoyable journey from start to where we are now. I'd say we initially come across IDIPLOYER's system through chatting to some of our contacts who put us in touch with IDIPLOYER Peter and Rob. When we went to meet them, we looked at their system, and it's a fantastic system. The good thing is that it's really customizable and it's tailored to each client as well. But then also on the back of that, we obviously met with FlytBase, and again, the product, the operational software, again, is so user friendly, which again makes it beneficial to a client, because the client doesn't want to have these issues where they're having to set up the system themselves, and so it's really intricate and really difficult to deal with. The good thing with FlytBase's software is it is really user friendly. It's here to click, add a mission, and away you go, which makes the whole automation experience a lot better.
So thank you again for all those kind words, Steve. Before we end it, is there what is your vision about the industry? Where do you think this whole drone autonomy industry is headed? How do you think this is going to impact the security industry or the other industries that you provide, affected at large?
Yeah, I think it's only going to get better. We're really at the infancy stage of automation, but IDIPLOYER have set themselves with the box they've created is well ahead of the market. And I think it's only going to increase in time in terms of the use and implementation of automated services. So like I say, we are at that very early stage, but we're not at the concept stage. The fact that these systems are being utilised all across the world at the moment is testament to both IDIPLOYER's and also FlytNow's integration, how they work together, that makes it such a success, which is why I know that it's only going to make more of a success throughout the security industry. And again, not just the security industry, all the other sectors we cover, from construction, aviation, transport, emergency services. It's just going to better increase the effectiveness and the efficiency of how those sectors operate and work together, protecting, again, not only the public, but your staff also as well.